Hello, it's time for my 4-month video. There have been some more changes. You can hear from my voice. It has definitely been getting lower. There have been times over the past month or two where I've caught hearing of my voice on a recording, in the background of a video of the hamster at one point. For anyone actually watching on YouTube who doesn't know me in real life, I have a hamster. She's called Furiosa, she's adorable. And been confused as to why I could hear like a guy's voice in the background and then gone, oh wait, that's me. So that's pretty exciting. You may also be able to see, especially if I lean in a bit, the darker hair on my upper lip. I know it doesn't exactly look good at the moment because it's still very sort of pubescent, but I'm excited that it's there. This might be a very slightly different angle because I had to adjust the camera. I don't have a good webcam, so I actually record these on my phone, propped up. My phone slipped. Where was I? Hopefully it will continue to get thicker and darker, and we'll see whether anything starts coming in here. Certainly haven't had any sideburns or cheek fuzz yet, other than the peach fuzz, as I call it, that was already there. My chin fuzz you still can't really see on the camera, but there are definitely some longer hairs. If the light catches it just right, I think you can see them. My housemate has commented on that a couple of times, but I think I'd have to lean like right into the camera, and I don't know if it would keep focus up close. It's not very good at focusing up close in selfie mode. The acne was actually, I was getting it under control because I got a better face wash and was getting into better habits of treating the acne as it showed up. After my last phone appointment with the doctor at the gender identity clinic, I was advised to up my dose slightly based on my blood test results. So since I upped the dose, the acne has also upped a bit. It's not that bad. I know that a lot of people have it a lot worse. You can probably see a couple of them on my forehead at the moment. It's mostly my forehead and my arms still that get it. And the arms, at least, obviously, nobody sees. Not many people seeing my face anyway, even though lockdown is being lifted. Since I'm chronically ill, it would be inadvisable for me to start taking any more risks. Probably especially because lockdown's being eased, because there will be more people taking more risks, and thus the world is less safe for me. Yay! It's very stressful, but these videos are not supposed to be about my general health, it's supposed to be about my transition, so I don't know if there's anything else to say. It's kind of the voice and the hairiness is the main changes that I feel comfortable talking about. I can't really tell whether my face looks any different, because obviously I see it in the mirror every day. I should take some proper comparison photos soon. It's hard to tell because I have different hair in all of them also. I think I'm feeling more confident in myself, in my appearance. Like I said, I'm not sure if my jawline or anything like that looks any different yet, but I think even just being able to see the little bit of shadow on my upper lip when I look in the mirror makes a surprising amount of difference. And hearing my voice, I play guitar a bit and I like to sing along, and it's really exciting. Chords that I've had for ages that I can no longer sing along in the key that I used to. I have to pitch them down a bit, and that is fun. And in Zoom calls with family and friends, I've had comments on my voice sounding deeper, and obviously I can also hear that myself. It feels different, a way that's kind of hard to explain, and sometimes I forget that my voice has lowered, like especially if I'm talking to my hamster or one of the neighborhood cats, and I'll automatically go, oh, aren't you so cute? And it breaks. it just doesn't work. Or singing along to the songs at church on Sunday. We have Zoom services at my church, so Obviously, they mute us all for the singing, because that would be a disaster. No one would be in time. But I still like to sing along, and sometimes I forget that my range isn't the same as it used to be, so it's easier to strain my voice a little if I'm not being careful. My autopilot expects me to be able to sing slightly higher than I really can anymore. I've been mostly feeling a bit better in my body as well. When I say better, I mean like healthier. I don't know whether any of that has to do with the testosterone, or whether it's because I've also changed up my vitamins and supplements a while back, and I think that that's helping. It's hard to tell. I don't think there've been any changes in body shape or anything yet, but I wouldn't expect there to be. That's usually one of the later things, the fat redistribution, as I mentioned in the first video. I'm still on hold to know when I might expect to be able to book any surgery, because obviously COVID, everything's on hold. I'm waiting to go on a waiting list, I think, basically, but I'm as in the system as I can be at this point in the world, but because of the waiting and the backlog, it won't be this year, which it might otherwise have been possible to be, but we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. It's annoying, obviously. When I say surgery, I'm talking about top surgery, which for those who don't know a lot of trans terminology, chest surgery for trans guys is usually referred to as top surgery. I think the only thing left is to do my 2 lines from the Jabberwocky. I've noticed really annoyingly that I missaid a line. I said the jaws that bite, the claws that snatch, when it should be catch, to rhyme with the Frimia Spanda snatch. So that's annoying, but I didn't catch it until it was too late to redo it and still call it that month. It was only when I listened back to the video later that I went, oh no. Anyway, so month 4 will be the beginning of the 3rd verse. He took his vorpal sword in hand, long time the manxome foe he sought.